California, live and local, just for you. And, of course, the best oldies on the radio and the NFL Network.
I'm Taylor Bisciotti with NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network. 49ers General Manager John Lynch addressed the 49ers quarterback situation on Wednesday, stating that Brock Purdy is probably the leader in the clubhouse in terms of starting next season, but it will be an open competition to earn the job. Lynch went on to say Purdy has begun throwing the football and that they are incredibly encouraged by his progress. Aaron Rodgers was limited for the Jets OTAs Wednesday. Head coach Robert Saleh said he's been rehabbing his calf and they're hoping Rodgers will be a full go on Friday. When asked about recently released wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, Saleh said, "We love our current group." Dolphins head coach Mike McDaniel said that Tua Tagovailoa has been wearing a camera on his helmet throughout OTAs as a tool to drive home specific teaching points. Saints quarterback Jameis Winston is embracing his role as the backup this season. Despite having a reduced role, Winston told reporters, "I know that I'm still a starting quarterback in this league." This has been NFL Network Now on the Westwood One Radio Network.
At Grainger, we're for the ones who pay attention to every little detail. The ones who fuss, tinker, and sweat the small stuff. Because you know the tiniest thing can make the biggest difference when it comes to keeping business moving. We get it. We're the same way. Offering access to product experts to help you quickly and easily find what you need. So whatever your industry, you know you're always getting professional grade products. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The Father's Day experts at Omaha Steaks made it easy to put a smile on Dad's face. Use promo code SIZZLE at checkout at omahasteaks.com and get $30 off your qualifying order. Choose from mouth-watering packages like fork tender, bacon wrapped filet mignons, air-chilled boneless chicken breasts, burgers, jumbo franks, and more. Plus, most gift packages come with 4 delicious caramel apple tartlets. Go to omahasteaks.com. Use code SIZZLE at checkout for $30 off. That's omahasteaks.com. Code SIZZLE at checkout. Minimum order is required. See site for details.
And it is a Thursday. It is the first day of June, 2023. I'm Carroll. In the newsroom, it's Gene. Good morning, Gene.
Good morning, Carroll.
Well, I know you and I are not big on golf, right?
Golf, no.
No.
I tried to cook them one time, and they just didn't add up.
Well, here's a good reason why you should avoid golf. A Texas woman is dead after falling off a golf cart in a suspected DUI incident. It happened near San Antonio.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Yeah. Hey, I don't want to go near one of them. We all know how dangerous a golf cart can be, don't we?
One of those darn golf carts. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just another good excuse not to bother with golf. And if it's an excuse to go for a walk, just go for a walk in the park.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
Sounds good. We know several people who've had, they straightened out their golf club several times after wrapping it around a tree.
Yeah, what really ruined it for me in high school, I caddied.
Uh-huh.
And it was good money, but it was hard work. In Michigan, the golf courses have hills.
Mm-hmm.
And it was hard work. And, I enjoyed the work, enjoyed the money, but it just ruined golf for me.
Forever and ever and ever.
Yes.
Well, I like them when they say, well, it really relaxes me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And then you see half of the clubs and whatnot in the bag are at a 90-degree angle.
Exactly. And the clubs in the bag right next to that fifth of vodka.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, that calms everything down.
Well, I would think it would. Oh, well, are you ready for some birthdays?
Yeah, I was going to say I'm ready for golf, but no.
Okay, how about Pat Boone? He of the White Buck Shoes. Pat Boone, 89 today.
Wow.
Actor Morgan Freeman, 86. Actor Brian Cox, 77. Ron Wood of the Rolling Stones. He's the kid in the group. He's only 76. Actor Jonathan Pryce, 76. Actor John M. Jackson, 73. Actor Lisa Hartman Black, 67. Actor Tom Irwin, 67. Actor Terry Polo, 54. Model Heidi Klum, 50. Singer Alanis Morissette, 49. Actor Sarah Wayne Callies, 46. Comedian Amy Schumer, 42. Actor Taylor Handley, 39. Actor Zazie Beetz is 32. Actor Willow Shields, 23. Local birthdays just ahead.
My name is Sarah Griffin, and I'm the Executive Director of the Imperial Valley Food Bank. Food has the power to fuel communities, especially for those struggling to find their next meal. As a monthly donor, you can help the Imperial Valley Food Bank purchase food in bulk to meet the growing needs of the more than 25,000 people we serve each month at over 30 locations. Even small monthly gifts can go a long way in helping fight against hunger and food insecurity in the Imperial Valley. Please consider giving monthly by donating online at www.ivfoodbank.org.
We have happy birthday wishes today. Happy birthday, Diana Sandoval, Gino Deanda, Alex Vallejo, Linda Bentley, Irma Torres, Victoria de la Garza, Eduardo Pesquera, Richard Beltran, Kendra Taylor Garcia, Janet Alvarez, Francisco Beltran, Blanca Perra, Sergio Beltran, Lado Tapia, Michelle Lopez, Jennifer Aguilar, Anna Moninger, Nancy Powers, and Brennan Partida. Happy birthday from KXO. Okie dokie. Well, yesterday we celebrated Tracy Lan Ramirez's birthday, and there were cupcakes here. Oh, what? You didn't see them? Gabe got here before you did.
There were cupcakes here. That's in the past tense, huh?
Certainly is. Yeah.
Gabe found them.
Never get between Gabe and a cupcake.
Yeah, it's scary.
Will be dangerous. Well, in the news, scientists have invented cannabis that doesn't get you high. Yeah, because, well, now they've ended world hunger, AIDS, global warming. Yeah, it's time to focus on the real issues, right?
Cheetos.
Yeah. Yeah, cannabis that doesn't get you high. What's that going to do to Doritos and Cheetos and Frito-Lay is just going to go out of business, don't you think?
Well, you know, there probably is some concern right now. They'll have to bring it up before Congress.
I think they can get on that right away because
they've got time on their hands.
Yeah, they're not doing much of anything else. Okay. We've got news, and, we'll in the news, there's a reason, you can find it on our website, not to eat kale. So, yeah, as if I really needed a reason for that. But we're going to jump in right now with a look at World and California news headlines brought to you by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal, your year-round comfort specialist.
CBS News Brief. A CNN report says federal prosecutors have audio of former President Trump after he left office talking about holding on to classified documents. Scott Fredrickson is a former federal prosecutor.
It's the kind of evidence every prosecutor seeks. There's no better evidence than the words of the individual defendant himself.
Now it's up to the Senate to pass the debt ceiling bill. Senator Chuck Schumer is the majority leader.
I hope we can move the bill quickly here in the Senate and bring it to the president's desk as soon as possible.
The House passed the bill last night. Ahead of a NATO summit in Lithuania, foreign ministers met today in Norway to discuss what's ahead for Ukraine, including joining the NATO alliance.
While some are calling for concrete steps to bring Ukraine closer to membership, the U.S. and Germany are among those wary of any move that might take the alliance closer to war with Russia.
That's CBS's Cami McCormick. CBS News Brief. I'm Linda Kenyon.
Become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer and get special pricing on cooling and heating tune-ups all year long. Call today to become a Lock Air Conditioning VIP customer at 760-93-LOCKE. That's 760-93-LOCKE. Lock VIPs receive discounted service and maintenance, discounted repairs, and priority service with prompt service. Lock Air Conditioning is your local York dealer, but they repair it all. So when the need arises, don't hesitate to call Lock Air Conditioning at 760-93-LOCKE. LOCKE. That's 76093 LOCKE. Lock, the only name in air conditioning for over 40 years. York, install with confidence. Contractor's license number 696216.
California headline news: major hurdle in avoiding an economic crisis cleared in the U.S. House as a bill that lifts the debt ceiling wins approval. California Democrat Raul Ruiz voted for it, even though he said it amounted to a Republican hostage demand.
If they didn't get their way, they held hostage the American economy and threatened to send America into default.
The bill needs 60 votes in the Senate to get to the president's desk. The federal government would run out of money on Monday if the debt ceiling isn't lifted by then. Orange County officials detailing the charges against 9 teenagers arrested for attacking a couple of Marines in San Clemente over Memorial Day weekend.
It ranges from assault and battery all the way up to assault with a deadly weapon.
Mike Woodruff with the Orange County Sheriff's Office. 5 teenagers, 4 boys and a girl, facing felony charges. 4 others facing lesser charges. California lawmakers pushing forward with more than a dozen bills aimed at addressing the fentanyl crisis ahead of a critical deadline this week. Those include some that would impose harsher prison sentences for dealers. Jeff Scott, California News.
World in California News headlines brought to you this morning by Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal. For repair, for replacement, call the experts. Lock Air Conditioning and Custom Sheet Metal.
Hey, hold up a minute. What's the matter, boss? Don't worry, you're not in trouble. I actually want to thank you.
Thank me?
For what? For reminding our crew to call 811 before starting digging for this project.
Safety first, right?
You got it. Safety always.
Call 811 at least 2 working days before any digging project to have all utility-owned underground lines marked for free. Brought to you by Great Basin Gas Transmission Company.
Big tobacco cigarette butts filter practically nothing and are made of microplastics that are toxic and cunning. More than 15,000 fibers lurk in every cigarette butt you see. Could they harm your families? Quite possibly. They could end up inside of you, your bodies, their prey. New studies even indicate possible links to mutations in DNA. An evil lie with the future's work of harm. To the world, now you know, so sound the alarm. Learn more at undo.org.
And it's page 1 of the local news, a service of El Centro Motors, Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers, 3 locations to serve you. At El Centro Motors in the Brawley Auto Center at Highway 86 and Julia Drive, and at the Imperial Valley Mall.
Taking a look at the latest in local news this morning for a Thursday, Lithium Industry Force Training Program. George Gale filed this story.
The program will be offered in the fall at Imperial Valley College. It's aimed at equipping the local workforce with the essential skills and knowledge required to excel in the geothermal energy and mineral extraction industries. With the ongoing development of Lithium Valley, training program will provide employment opportunities for individuals in the Imperial County. Program will offer 1-year short-term certificate programs and will be lithium-focused, but applicable across the other industrial applications. In addition, students will have access to state-of-the-art equipment, hands-on training, and internships. Contact IBC for enrollment details. Information is also available at the IBC website. For KXO Local News, I'm George Gale.
A man was arrested after he apparently fell asleep at the wheel. El Centro Police located the man in a convenience store parking lot at about 1:45 p.m. Tuesday. The man was behind the wheel of a pickup truck with the engine running and the transmission in neutral. When officers woke up the sleepy driver, they noticed signs of being intoxicated. Field sobriety tests showed the man had a blood alcohol content of more than 3 times the legal limit. The driver was booked at Imperial County Jail for driving under the influence. KXO News Time, 7:42.
How about the next time you need service on your car? We come to you. Hi, this is Mike Allison for Real Centro Motors and Quick Lane. Our mobile service vans are an extension of our dealership service lane. We will come to you for an oil change, filters, brakes, batteries, tire rotation, and so much more. Hey, while your car is just sitting there at work, we'll take care of your service needs, and it doesn't cost any extra. Schedule your appointment now at elcentromotors.net. El Centro Motors Mobile Service Vans. What a great idea.
In other local news, Customs and Border Protection had a very, very busy week. Here's more on that story.
It was the week previous to the Memorial Day weekend. It was the CBP San Diego field office, which includes San Diego and Imperial County ports of entry. During that week, officers seized $7.8 million worth of illegal narcotics. On May 19th, at the Tecate cargo facility, CBP officers located over 123 pounds of cocaine valued at $2 million. Same day at the Kxo port, officers seized over 109 pounds of fentanyl pills valued at $3 million. Following day at the Kxo port, officers seized over 15 pounds of methamphetamine valued at $100,600. On May 23rd at the Kxo port, officers found 7.45 pounds of methamphetamine in a backpack. It was valued at over $16,000. Arrests came from the San Ysidro and Otay Mesa ports in San Diego. For Kxo Local News, I'm George Gale.
A shipment of kale was loaded with methamphetamine. U.S. Customs and Border Protection officers at the Otay Mesa cargo facility seized $38 million worth of meth in a shipment manifested as kale. Shortly after noon last Saturday, a tractor trailer entered the cargo facility. The driver was referred to secondary inspection where irregularities were observed in the cargo. A further inspection discovered 268 packages of meth in the kale. The total weight of the narcotics was nearly 5,800 pounds with a street value of over $38 million. That concludes this edition of Local News. Stay with us for Page 2.
Page 1 of the Local News, a service of Quick Lane Tire and Auto Centers. 3 locations to serve you and a mobile van available. They come to you and no extra charge. Quick Lane, they service all makes and all models, and you never need an appointment.
Packers Mini Storage in Brawley will stage a public auction this coming Saturday in their Brawley facility, 665 Old Highway 111. Pre-registration is Saturday morning, June 3rd, before the public auction begins at 8:30 a.m. If you need more information, call 1-760-352-7960. Don't miss Packers Mini Storage public auction beginning this Saturday, June 3rd at 8:30 a.m. in Brawley.
And it's Page 2 of the Local News, served by K Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Great Japanese food. K Sushi, located just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
Continuing with Page 2 of the Local News, a body was found in a storage unit. Calexico Police and Fire responded to the call on Monday. The call reported a body had been found in a vehicle at the Amigo mini storage in Calexico. Paramedics found a man unresponsive. He was identified only as a 56-year-old man. He was pronounced dead at the scene. In their investigation, police viewed the video at the storage facility. They say a person was seen exiting the unit where the body was discovered. The person in the video has not been identified. The investigation continues. Well, it's still graduation time. Lots of graduations in the air. 3 held today. That will be 3 graduation ceremonies. Central Union High School will hold theirs at Cal Jones Field. Southwest High School will hold their ceremony at Eagle Field. Calipatria High School will hold their ceremony at the Calipatria High football field. All 3 of the Thursday graduation ceremonies will begin at 8 p.m. And wanted friends and neighbors, the police foundation, that's the Brawley Police Foundation, will get together today. That's from 5 to 7:30 p.m. at the Stockman's Club. That's on Marjorie Avenue in Brawley. You can stop by and learn what they're all about. It'll be hosted by the Brawley Police Foundation Board of Directors, and they will show you what they're up to. 5 to 7:30 p.m. tonight at the Stockman's Club. And an employee of a mobile phone store on Brandenburg Road reported the break-in when she arrived at work about 6 on Tuesday morning. Numerous phones and watches were reported missing. Investigating officers requested assistance from the fire department for a ladder to access the roof of the building. Officers discovered the entry to the store was made through the roof. At about the same time, a suspect in property missing from the business was located in a nearby transient camp. Additional items were located at the rear of the store. The 48-year-old suspect was booked into Imperial County Jail on burglary charges. Police are reviewing a surveillance video from the store. We'll be back with a look at the weather.
Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, serving you fresh and delicious Japanese food. Also giving you great customer service and a menu full of items for everyone's appetite. Check out their unique Estates sushi rolls, one for each of our plates, and come join them with their famous sake bomb, a thrilling event with James Chingan. Make a group reservation at their cozy patio or cater at Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill, 416 South J Street in Imperial, or call in your order at 760-355-4440. Visit them at ksushibarandgrill.com.
Here's Carroll Buckley with the weather update.
The National Weather Service says a transition in weather pattern will result in calmer conditions across the lower deserts beginning today, with passing mid to high clouds and continued below normal temperatures. Some lingering breezy to windy conditions will linger across the Imperial Valley through this evening. Temperatures will trend more towards normal by the weekend, with dry conditions extending into next week. 86 the high yesterday, 63 the overnight low. Wind gusts peaked at 32 miles an hour yesterday. Today sunny with a high near 93. West wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, then becoming south-southeast. Clear tonight with a low around 64. West wind 15 to 20 miles an hour, with gusts as high as 30 miles an hour. Those winds become west-southwest 5 to 10 miles an hour after midnight. Friday, sunny with a high near 95. East-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest in the afternoon. Sunny on Saturday with a high near 99. North-northeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming south in the afternoon. Sunday will be sunny with a high near 103. Southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour. And we have 70 degrees downtown, 76% our relative humidity. Wind out of the south-southwest 3 to 5 miles an hour. Page 2 of the local news, served by Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill in Imperial. Check out the daily lunch specials. And the dinner menu, well, it features 16 different entrees. Kxo Sushi Bar and Grill just off Highway 86 in Imperial.
Dr. Marcus, please report to pharmacy. There's an issue affecting many children that I can't solve alone. It's called toxic stress. It's how a child's body responds to difficult experiences, from harsh language to a painful loss. It builds up inside, making it harder to fight off infections and illnesses, and increasing the risk for lasting health issues. But there are steps parents can take to help. Learn 4 things you can do to overcome toxic stress at first5california.com.
It's sports time, brought to you by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, an affiliate of the Scripps Health Network, working together to provide you the best care. Major League Baseball action. Well, the Padres carried a 1-0 lead into the 9th inning, and then the Marlins scored 2. And with a walk-off, 2-1 win over the Marlins. The Marlins over the Padres. Angels beat up on the White Sox 12-5. Tigers nipped the Rangers 3-2. Rays edged the Cubs 4-3. Guardians bombed the Orioles 12-8. Braves beat the Athletics 4-2. Pirates pounded the Giants 9-4. Nationals 10, Dodgers 6. Brewers beat the Blue Jays 4-2. Reds edged the Red Sox 5-4. Mets over the Phillies 4-1. Twins top the Astros 8-2. Diamondbacks shut out the Rockies 6-0. And the Mariners, well, they beat the Yankees. That one was 1-0.
Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District, ready to serve you and your family for all your healthcare needs. Let our team of dedicated physicians guide you on your journey to better health. Pioneers is a recognized leader in healthcare and has more than 10 health centers and clinics throughout the Imperial Valley. When the need arises, don't hesitate to come and see us. We have services and locations in Calexico and Brawley, and of course, our award-winning hospital, Pioneers Memorial. For more information on all of Pioneer's services, visit pmhd.org today.
It's almost here. NBA Finals, the championship round, the Heat and the Nuggets, best-of-7 series. Okie dokie. Yeah, when did they start playing? Yeah, it's a 14-month season for the NBA, I swear. And Coach Monty Williams has agreed to a 6-year, $78 million contract with the Detroit Pistons. Williams was fired by the Phoenix Suns in May after 4 seasons as their coach. The move came after the Suns were eliminated by the Denver Nuggets, the Western Conference semifinal champions. And UConn star, junior guard Andre Jackson Jr. says he will remain in the June NBA draft. Yeah, he's going to stay there and, take his chances, which means he will give up his eligibility at UConn. That's it for Sports Time. Sports Time brought to you this morning by Pioneers Memorial Healthcare District. Log on to pmhd.org for more information about Pioneers.
What do you get when you combine the fun of a day out on the golf course with the thrills of bowling a strike or two with the excitement of hitting a jackpot on your favorite slot machine? What do you get? All the fun under the sun. And that's what you'll find and more at Kokopah Casino and Resort, South Highway 95 in Somerton. Plan it all at kokopahresort.com.
How about we take a look at financial news and a brief look at the weather? It is brought to you this morning by Southwest Security, a locally owned company protecting you and your property. Southwest Security also offering live scan fingerprinting to the public. Macy's, Costco, and several other big chains say shoppers are pulling back at their stores and changing what they buy. That could be a red flag for the U.S. economy. Macy's today cut its annual profit and sales forecast after customer demand slowed in March. Same-store sales at the Macy's sank 8.7% last quarter. Costco finance chief Richard Galante said last week that some customers were switching from pricier steaks and beef for cheaper meats like pork and chicken. He said that's a trend that has been common in previous recessions. Macy's and Costco appeal to middle and higher income shoppers, and the results show a pullback among that demographic. Meanwhile, inflation in Europe has dropped. The inflation level at its slowest pace since Russia invaded Ukraine, bolstering the case for the region's central bank to bring interest rate hikes to an end soon. Consumer prices in the 20 countries that use the euro rose 6.1% last month, compared with a year ago, easing from 7% in April. That's the lowest rate of inflation since February of 2022, when Moscow launched a full-scale invasion of Ukraine, sending global energy prices soaring. The pace of food price rises eased for the second month running in May, while energy prices actually fell. Core inflation, which strips out food and energy, slowed to 5.3%, a 4-month low. Taking a look at the big board right now, we see green The Dow at 32,938, that's up 24 points. The S&P 500 up 18 at 4,197. And the NASDAQ up 69 points at 13,004. Gold up $10.70 an ounce, and oil up 67 cents a barrel. Seems as though with the debt ceiling deal, investors are a little bit more positive.
Hi, this is Jason Jackson, owner of Southwest Security. 2 years ago, I opened Southwest Postal, offering you 24-hour access 365 days a year. So if you're tired of dealing with the inconvenience of our post office hours and you would like to be able to get your mail when you want, Saturdays, Sundays, holidays, in the middle of the night, then come visit us at Southwest Postal with 24-hour staff. Plus, we're also your local FedEx, DHL, and Postal Service Center. We even offer text message and email notification when you receive your mail. Southwest Postal at the corner of 4th and Hile in El Centro.
We will have sunny skies today with a high near 93, west wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming south-southeast. Clear tonight with a low around 64. West winds 15 to 20 miles an hour, gusting up to 30 miles an hour. Those winds become west-southwest 5 to 10 miles an hour after midnight. Tomorrow, sunny with a high near 95. East-southeast wind 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming west-northwest in the afternoon. And we have 71 degrees, 53% relative humidity, wind out of the south right now at about 3 miles per hour. Financial news and a brief look at the weather. Brought to you by Southwest Security Services, offering 24-hour-a-day post office boxes at Southwest Postal. You'll find them at 4th and Hile in El Centro. CBS News coming up. Local news available on our website, kxoradio.com. Our local news, we started at 7:30 this morning. It's available on our YouTube channel. You can go ahead and check it out. It's available free.
The best oldies on the radio. KXO, El Centro, the Imperial Force.
This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Steve Kathan. No time to waste in the U.S. Senate.
There is no good reason, none, to bring this process down to the wire.
Democratic leader Chuck Schumer wants a vote soon on the debt ceiling agreement that cleared the House despite loud grumbles of discontent. CBS's Nicole Killian on Capitol Hill.
The Senate has to get this done this week. That is certainly what Majority Leader Chuck Schumer is pushing for. He has already put this on the Senate calendar so they can try to fast track the bill, and he says he wants to get it to the president as soon as possible. Leader McConnell also in agreement, saying he wants this done either today or tomorrow so that they can meet that deadline on Monday.
The special counsel investigating former President Trump has obtained an audio tape of Trump discussing a classified document that he held onto after leaving the White House. CBS's Catherine Herridge.
Two sources say the recording captures Trump acknowledging there are national security restrictions on the Pentagon memo that detailed potential plans to attack Iran. One source said that Trump stated he should have declassified the record before leaving the White House, apparently contradicting recent claims at a CNN town hall.
I have no classified documents, and by the way, they become automatically declassified when I took them.
After blitzing Iowa the past few days, Ron DeSantis has taken his Republican presidential campaign to Laconia, New Hampshire, attacking Democrats.
This is not easy, and they are not going to go down with a fight. But I believe we have it within our power to reverse the decline of our country.
Well, now to Fort Myers, Florida.
Arriba Mexico, paisano!
A protest today along US 41 against the DeSantis immigration law that makes it harder to hire undocumented workers. Some businesses have been forced to close. A revised version of the federal policy that prevents the deportation of thousands of immigrants brought to the U.S. as children is being debated today before a federal judge in Texas who previously ruled the program illegal. Overseas, British scientists say they've created the first ever liver dialysis machine.
The device essentially adapts dialysis machines used for patients with kidney failure to take over the functions of the liver, giving that organ a chance to rest. And early indications suggest actually reverse the damage that can lead to fatal liver failure. The machine's inventor calls his device the result of 50 years of failure. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
Secretary of State Blinken said today the U.S. will open a diplomatic post above the Arctic Circle in Tromsø, Norway. Checking Wall Street right now, the Dow is up 22 points. This is CBS News.
Need hires who dazzle without the hassle? You need Indeed. Their powerful platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all in one place. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
The following is a message from the future, sent by Jamie from Progressive.
Back in 2023, you could get help from Progressive online, through our mobile app, or over the phone. But here, in the future, we can communicate with you through telepathy. Now, I don't think anyone in 2023 has mastered telepathy yet, but if you have, then you can totally read my thoughts right now. And yes, I did leave the oven on. Wow, you're good at this.
That was a message from the future. Get the help you need today with Progressive.
Do you smell smoke? I really should go.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers.
This healthy cooking tip is sponsored by Eggland's Best. When you're on the beach this summer, the one thing you don't want to see when you look up in the sky is clouds. But what if they were on your breakfast plate? Introducing Fluffy Cloud Eggs. It's like making art out of eggs. Get the full recipe at egglandsbest.com. Eggland's Best, the only eggs with more fresh and delicious taste, plus superior nutrition, because the way we care is anything but ordinary. Only Eggland's Best.
It's the first day of the Atlantic hurricane season.
Forecasters say this will be a relatively normal season, but as anyone who rode out Hurricane Ian last year in southwest Florida can tell you,
these wind gusts just keep on coming.
Only takes one storm hitting your home to make it a terrible year. National Hurricane Center Director Michael Brennan.
That could be the worst thing you ever experience where you live.
That's why Brennan and other forecasters and emergency managers say what they do every year. Have a plan. Know if you're in an evacuation zone and make sure you have hurricane supplies. Peter King, CBS News, Orlando.
A weakened tropical storm Mawar is heading toward Japan's Okinawa, prompting the airport there and businesses to close and fishermen battening down their boats to prepare. Many residents on the main Okinawan island, where about 20,000 U.S. forces are based, are taking precautions. I'm Steve Kathan, CBS News.
And now, more of the best oldies on the radio with Carroll Buckley.
He's looking for a microphone. He looks all confused. And I think if he ever gets a microphone, we'll be able to talk to him because he's waving his arms. There's been something gone wrong here for just an instant.
AM 1230 KXO.
1230 KXO.